mining and things like that. And the Elements of Statistical Learning, I think that's my favorite reference book. That is really a great book. It has, it gets updated, I think, almost every year or something. New chapters are coming up there. And the nice thing about it is it's free, so I would just take a look at it. It has everything about machine learning in there. They also added random forests recently. And this is a really great one. It's just, it's math heavy, but if you really want the math, that's the book, I think. And these are just some pleasure reads, something that I read for fun. One of my favorite books from last year was Pedro Domingos' Master Algorithm. That was also a great one because he explained machine learning. I mean, it's, I wouldn't say it's for machine learning beginners. I think, but he has some sort of humor that I really like, and he describes briefly the different tribes of machine learning, like evolutionary people versus the neural network people versus the connectionists and things like that. But he also has a great description. I just enjoyed it. It's like a pleasure read for the evening if you can't sleep or something. Yeah, Data Scientists at Work, that is more like an interview book. I think the author's name is also Sebastian. It's not, I would have recommended it anyway though. So, so this is just an interview with a famous data scientists at companies. I forgot who was in there. John Foreman, Daniel Tonkala, Claudia Perlich, Kathleen Smallwood, Chris Wiggins. And they are just talking about their work, basically. So Sebastian asks them questions. Hey, what are you working on? And how do you do this? Can you describe this more precisely? And what are challenges and things like that? It's just, I think, a cool book. It's not very technical, but it's really like, how does a day-to-day, how does the day-to-day of a data scientist look like at a big company, for example, things like that. And yeah, Naked Statistics, I really like this book. Weird title, but what it really does, it's going through some weird real-world stuff and misconceptions and talking about or introducing statistical concepts, but in a very entertaining and nice way. And you will learn a lot of trivia in this book. I mean, these are just some pleasure reads, just not the heavy textbook stuff. Yeah, and my own book, if you're interested, there are multiple languages by now. I also wrote an R book, and yeah, if you like Japanese or German, there are also German versions now. I didn't write them though, someone else. They just put my name in it, but it's apparently really a translation. Yeah. And yeah, one thing I wanted to say is one good friend of mine, Randy Olson, he's coming here and he wrote the nice foreword in my book. He comes here on October 20th and he's really a great guy. He's currently working on automating machine learning, taking it one step further to basically, machine learning is automating programming or finding predictive rules, and he's basically automating the process of finding a good machine learning algorithm and good pre-processing steps and stuff like that. The thing is called TPOT, I forgot the exact name. But he will talk about it in detail, I think, I'm pretty sure. And one last thing I found some time ago by Andrew Ng. He's the one who founded Coursera and is teaching the machine learning course. And I think it's a very nice summary. So someone asked him, how do I learn machine learning, or how do I learn anything? And what he said, basically, the main point is every Saturday you will have a choice between staying at home and reading research papers or implementing algorithms versus watching TV. Okay, there are other options, to be honest. You can also go to soccer or football games. But here's the secret. If you do this not just for one weekend, but instead study consistently for a year, then you will become very good. So what I want to say is really, it's just an incremental process, like slowly getting started with projects, reading a little bit, but I think over time everyone will become very good, and I think that's just how it is, so yeah. And yeah, also if you want to contact me, here are my contact details, GitHub, Twitter, email, and yeah, I think that's it based on my slides here, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer questions.